Hi guys, it's Misty. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, so this was an anything goes theme at Always Fun Challenges this week. So I decided to get a jump start on my Father's Day cards. I had no idea what I was doing with this paint. I don't use acrylic paint all that often, so I had no idea how this was going to work on paper, if it was going to work. I just kept powering through it and I ended up happy with it, but I was a little nervous halfway through it because it wasn't quite going how I thought it was going to go. I knew I wanted to try something different, so this is what I tried. I have no idea what made me decide to try this, but I just saw these colors sitting there and I thought I would give it a try. So, yeah. I don't even know what I was thinking. I don't know if you can add water to these. I don't know what happens if you do add water, so I just didn't. I mean, it's not a watercolor, so I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe if I added some white, it would help me spread it out a little bit, but it didn't. It just made it look absolutely horrible. So, note to self, I'll probably never do this again, but yeah, I was sweating it right about now because I thought I ruined the whole thing. So I don't know why I kept doing it. Oh, goodness. I don't know why I do the things I do sometimes. All right, well, so the white didn't quite work out, so I just decided to try to go over it with the colors again, and then I kind of liked the paintbrush strokes, how that was turning out, so then I was able to breathe a little bit. I felt like it was going somewhere. So I just kind of kept adding the strokes. It kind of, at the end, I was kind of bummed that it covered up most of that teal or that light blue color. But, it's a Father's Day card, so just because teal's my favorite color doesn't mean it's, my dad's favorite color. So I was okay with it. And I did it big enough. I think that paper is 5x7 maybe. And I knew I was going to cut it down, so. All right, so then I just took a stencil, a pretty basic stencil that, most people have. Or you can make one on your silhouette too. I make a bunch on my, using my silhouette. And then I just put some white embossing paste on it. I figured I didn't get the white in with my paint, so I'd get it in with the stencil here. So I had no rhyme or reason to where I was putting it. I just kind of put it wherever I felt like putting it. I wanted to use the Stampers Anonymous Hipster stamp set, so I don't know. I guess this is my way of trying to be cool, trying to make it look cool to go with the cool hipster, but whatever. I'm happy with it in the end. It's something I've never done before and probably never will again, but that's okay. So I knew I had to cut it down, so I wanted to try to get something in the center there, which was kind of hard because now I had wet embossing paste on both sides, so I had to get creative here. And it worked. I was trying to hold it in place while not letting it rest against my fingers or the wet embossing paste behind it. So it was just enough. I know this stuff dries super quick, so as soon as I was done, I tried to hurry up and clean up. Last time I used that stencil, I didn't quite make it in time. I used that oh, I don't know what it was, that bronze color paste, and it just didn't come off. So I was impatient with this. I didn't want to sit and wait for it, so I just took my heat tool to it a little bit. And then I just set it aside. Now I'm going to color my hipster. I use my MISTI for everything now. I'm too chicken to stamp anything out on my own. Before I stamped this, I was centering it because I didn't quite know what shape I wanted to put around it, but then I just decided to choose the shape first, and then I'd have a better idea of what I was going to do. So I just got these, I don't even know, it's a generic dye. I tried the dyes off eBay, the ones that are like $2, they're super cheap. And this is one of it. So it's a no-name dye, but I liked it. It looks like a stamp. I got square ones too, and they cut great. So has this little stitched border on the inside, and yeah, looks good. So I used the archival jet black ink to stamp them out, and then just going to use a couple of distress inks. I used fossilized amber, dried marigold, and tumbled glass for the glasses. And I just kept adding layer after layer to kind of darken the areas I wanted to darken, but that's the only colors I used. And I just used the dried marigold for the beak. I had to do a chicken because of the craziness we've had with chickens in our lives. I had to send my rooster off to my dad's house. We thought it was the best choice. I only have 3 hens, and he was overmating them. 2 of them have no feathers on their back, and so there they have like 20 hens, and we thought he'd, be in hen heaven, but he got in a fight the first night, and we thought he broke his neck. It's been about a month now, and he's got physical therapy the other day. It's crazy as that sounds, but he's doing a lot better, so I had to do a chicken. I think it's a chicken. Yeah, it's a chicken, right? Sure, we're calling it a chicken. These distress markers. I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but I was not impressed with these at all. I did it, like you do the zig markers, and I just added some color and thought that I would use a water brush to blend it out, but it just did not blend out very well. See, it kind of has a dark, the line just stayed there. So I just got my distress ink pad out and then colored it that way. So if I'm doing something wrong with the distress markers, can you please let me know what the trick is? Because I didn't like them. So I figured I would do his hair kind of wild and crazy. I don't know. I wanted to, I don't know why I did this. I wanted to use the SUP sentiment. So I was trying to make him look cool. So for his hair, I used Barn Door, and then I moved on to Candied Apple. And then for the ends of his hair, I did Carved Pumpkin. I was kind of nervous, again, at this point too, because it just wasn't looking the way I wanted it to look. But I always panic. I just need to breathe and finish it, and it always usually turns out okay. So once and sorry, this is off screen here. I had no idea. Horrible at that. It's either that or my head's in the shot, one or the other. But once I figured to kind of feather the hair out, I liked it. That's how I wanted it to look. And so I tried to do the tie with the barn door, and it just kept soaking up the color. So then I finished it with the candied apple. So I wanted it to be kind of bright and match his hair. And then I'm just going to finish off his little jacket or blazer, whatever that is. And I use faded jeans for that one. Look how cute he's looking. Our rooster is not even close to this color. He's black and white. But it just made me think of him, so. Yeah, so he got physical therapy by an actual physical therapist, and he did really good. He was standing up straighter. He actually got food for the first time. My stepmother's been tube feeding him, so he was able to, he caught the bugs, and so it looks like Scooby is going to live to see at least another week or two. Hopefully longer. Now we're fighting over who, I want him back, but I thought maybe he couldn't mate anymore because of his injury. He has a kink in the base of his neck, and I guess he's just going to live that way, but nope, he's still mating, so I got to figure out. My stepmother wants him, but I want him back. He's a special little bird now. If I could just figure out a way to make him not overmate my hens. I miss his cock-a-doodle-dooing in the morning. Kind of helped me get up. My son said that this morning too. It helped him get up in the mornings. I better clarify. He's gonna last a lot longer than 2 weeks. He's not gonna be food. He's a pet. So it's kind of funny because every week we just don't know. I mean, I even went out and said bye to him a couple times because I thought it was the end, and he just keeps on kicking. So it didn't mean that he was going anywhere. Okay, just had to clarify that. So this is more Distress ink. This is the Distress Mica Spray. It's an antique bronze. And I just love the touch that it added to it. And then I use the stamp set. It's called The Man by Avery L. for the dad part, the dad stamp. So I use the Extreme Tombow permanent adhesive just because the paper was a little bit warped. And I wanted it to stick really good. So yeah, this is a bright card. But I was going to do the white border, but my hubby talked me into doing color. He reminded me that they like color. My dad has a bright yellow truck, so they like color. So I went with the orange instead of the white. So now I'm just going to add it to my card base, and that's it. That's my card. Oh, I did add some glossy accents to the glasses, and that's all I did. Sup, Dad? And then I put Happy Father's Day inside. And that's it. That's all I got. Thank you for watching this video. And please check out the Always Fun Challenges blog. I'll have a link in the description below. There's a new theme every week, and it's open to anyone and everyone who wants to participate. So, all right, thanks. I'll see you next time. Bye.